Hello students of 7th standard, we have started the lesson that is nothing but lesson number 3, properties of natural resources from your textbook. Today we are going to see some useful types of the soil. The soil whichever are useful to us. They are nothing but see here. First is China clay, second is shadow soil, third is terracotta soil and fourth is multani soil. From that first one we are going to see that is nothing but China clay, which is also called as a kaolin. It is white in color. So China clay is nothing but it is white in color. It is used to make the crockery. We can make the crockery from it. Bathroom tiles we can make from China clay. Then tanks we can make from China clay. Laboratory apparatus, masks and jars. These are the things we make from the China clay. Next comes the shadow soil. It is whitish in color. This shadow soil is whitish in color. It is used for making the, you can say, statues and idols. Then next comes the terracotta soil. This soil is red in color. Whenever you see the terracotta soil, it is red in color. Decorative articles and pots used for growing plants are made from this soil. So what does it make? What does it is used for? It is used to make the, you can say, pots which are used for growing the plants. Then see, next comes the multani soil. This soil is used in the cosmetics. Now see on the next page, see there, China clay is an industrial mineral type of the kaolinite. It is found in the China and hence it is called as a China clay. Why we call China clay as a China clay? Because it is found in China. Upon heating, the soil acquires a glaze and hazard and hardness, and therefore it is used for making the crockeries. So what happens whenever we heat this type of a soil, it attains the glazery type and you can say also attains the hardness. So this is used for making the crockery. Then see next one, soil testing. The proportion of various ingredients of the soil can be determined by soil testing. Why we are doing the soil testing? Because we want to see whatever the ingredients are present in that. For that purpose we are using the soil testing. During soil testing, the soil is examined for color, texture and proportion of an organic matters in it. So while doing the testing, what we are seeing the color of the soil, we are seeing the texture of the soil and whatever the organic substances are present in it. These all constituents are seen by us whenever we are doing the soil testing. Soil is tested to find out if there is a deficiency of any ingredients and to decide what measures should be taken to remove the deficiency. So what does this tells us? That whenever we are testing the soil, what we are doing, we are seeing that any ingredient is, you can say, not present in that, or if there is any deficiency of any organic matter in that, and according to that the measures are taken to clear this deficiency. Then see, the soil sample collected for testing is dried in an open space in a shade for 8 to 10 days. So what it is done? The soil whichever we want to test is dried up to 8 to 10 days in an, you can say, sunlight, and it is then shifted through a sieve. It is then sifted through a sieve. That means हे चाळलं जातं. Then see, two tests, namely the pH and the electrical conductivity test, are particularly useful in finding out the characteristics of the soil. Whenever you want to find the characteristics of the soil, what you have to do? You have to find the pH and electrical conductivity of that soil. to determine the fertility of the soil in your fields with the help of the different tests. By this you can determine the fertility of your soil by doing this different test. Then see causes of diminished soil fertility. Soil pH less than 6 or higher than 8. Low portion of an organic matter. Then see no proper drainage of water. Repeated cultivation of a same crop. Continuous use of a saline water. Excessive uses of a chemical fertilizers and pesticides. These all things may damage the, you can say, fertility of your soil. If you use excessive amount of fertilizers, then it may damage your fertility. Then see, if you use the saline water, always continuous use of saline water is there, and if the organic matters are less in your soil, then that may, you can say, decrease the soil fertility. See here, soil texture is disturbed if chemical fertilizers are used excessively and that land becomes unsuitable for, you can say, sowing. So if we use extra amount of the chemical fertilizers, then what happens? The soil texture will get disturbed if we use it in a more amount, and it will become unsuitable for sowing. Crops should be rotated in order to maintain the fertility of the land. So if we want to maintain the fertility of the land, what we have to do? We have to take the rotation of the crops to maintain the fertility of the land. For example, the fertility of the land decreases after harvesting of a wheat. Then if we harvest the wheat, then the fertility of the land decreases. Hence, what you have to do? You have to take the leguminous crops. Leguminous crops like peanut, moong, moth bean, pea, lentil, Bengal gram, soybean should be cultivated to restore all these, you can say, all these grains should be taken, should be cultivated to maintain the fertility of the soil. See the next one, great scientist. The Danish scientist Sorensen put forth the concept of a pH. The concept of the pH was put by the Danish scientist whose name was Sorensen. Then see, based on the concentration of the hydrogen ions, he did it onto the base of the hydrogen ions to determine the pH of the soil. A mixture of water and a soil in a proportion 1:2 is taken and tested using several indicators. So what is done? See, to determine the pH of the soil, the mixture of the water and the soil is taken in a particular proportion, and that proportion is nothing but 1:2. The proportion is taken and it is tested by taking the several, you can say, indicators. According to that, soil may be found one of the following three types. See that if it is acidic solution, the pH will be less than 6.5. If it is neutral solution, then the pH will be 6.5 to 7.5. Alkaline solution, then pH will be higher than 7.5. So today we have learned what are the different types of the soils and their uses. Then again the soil's texture, how it increases, or the soil fertility, how it increases, that we have seen. And how to determine the pH and what are the special types of the pH, that we have seen. What we have to take, what cultivation we have to take or how we have to rotate the crops to increase the fertility of the soil. This today we have seen in the lecture. This is the end of your topic, that is nothing but properties of natural resources.